Hi, and welcome to the first in a series of video tutorials about Wakari. In this video, I'm going to take you through the life cycle of a Wakari project, from the creation of a notebook and its environment, to the sharing of that work, and then to importing other notebooks. The first step in the life cycle is the creation of a notebook and its associated environment of packages. The very first thing we need to do is log into Wakari. After logging in, we're greeted with the workbench view. Here we have different tabs representing the different objects on our workbench, and also the file pane representing our working environment. So we're going to click the new notebook button, and we'll give this notebook a name. And now we have a fully fledged IPython notebook to do our work in. If we're going to do something interesting, we need some data. The easiest way to get data into our Wakari environment is to upload it with the file pane. Here's the upload file button. We can select the file from our local machine, upload it, and now we see it show up in the file pane. We could also get our data from the web or a database, from Amazon S3 using IO Pro, a topic of a different video tutorial in the future. Once we have our data, we can use pandas and the other tools included with the Anaconda Python distribution. Using pandas, we can load our CSV into a data frame and begin to describe and analyze it. Here our data is a list of automobile model years and their associated fuel economy ratings. We'd like to group these by year and get the average fuel economy for each year, and then plot the result. Once we have the series we'd like to plot, we can either use the popular matplotlib package, or we can use Bokeh, which is another continuum product that comes with Wakari and is capable of producing interactive HTML5 graphics. In addition to IPython notebooks, we have access to terminals inside our Wakari environment. A side note, we can zoom in and out in Wakari with Control-Shift+ and Control-Shift-. There are multiple types of terminals available to us, including IPython and shell sessions. We can open multiple terminals, each in their own tab. In preparation for sharing our notebook and its associated data, let's move these two files into their own folder. We can refresh the file pane in order to see the changes we've made in the terminal. Our next step for preparing to share our notebook and data is to create an environment using the conda package manager. In order to do so, we use the conda create command. The -n option lets us specify the name for our environment, and then we give it a list of packages we're going to need to run our notebook. This process can take a little while to complete. We can see what environments we have installed in our Wakari session by going to Tools and then the Anaconda Environment Browser. In the environment browser, we can look at the list of packages that comprise each of our installed environments. Observe here how many more packages there are in one of the default environments as opposed to the lean custom environment we made for our notebook. Now we'd like to share our bundle, comprising of the notebook, our data, and the environment to run them. In order to share our bundle, we'll click on the folder in the file pane and then on the share button. This brings up a dialog where we can change the name, enter a description, choose our custom environment that our bundle is going to run in, and then specify a password if we would like this to be a private bundle. This process of sharing the bundle can take a few minutes, especially if the environment is very large. Once this process completes, we're given a link to this bundle. But if you're like me, you're probably going to forget to save that link. Luckily, we can get a list of all of the bundles currently shared by our account. First we go to our account settings, and then to the sharing tab. So now if I wanted to share this bundle, I would copy this link and send it via email or social media to another account. So I'll log out of this demo account, paste the link into my browser, and recall I set a password for our bundle. Enter that password, and then we're presented with a read-only view at first. This red box is letting us know that Wakari escapes HTML and JavaScript All of our code, as well as our plots, are visible here in this read-only view, but the real power in Wakari is that another user can edit this and import it into their own Wakari session. First, the other user would click on the Edit in Wakari button, and then enter their credentials, or sign up for an account if they don't have one. In the Fetch Bundle dialog, we can specify where our bundle will be downloaded and what the environment will be called if we choose to import it. Usually when we're also fetching an environment, it will take a few minutes to finish the fetch process, so we'll come back. Once the fetch process completes, we have a familiar site. It's the same notebook we were editing earlier. The other user now has a local copy that they can modify freely. Notice that we have our custom environment that this notebook is running in, and we also have both the data and the notebook files over here in the bundle. In addition to importing notebooks from links, we can go to View and then the Notebook Gallery. The gallery is a curated collection of notebooks, all of which are available to import into your own Wakari environment. To demonstrate, we'll click on one of these gallery featured notebooks, and we see it opens in the same read-only view as our other notebook we previously opened. As such, we simply click on Edit in Wakari, and then after the fetch process is completed, we're able to edit this notebook just like any others. And with that, we come to the end of the Wakari project lifecycle. We started with some data, created a notebook to visualize it, created a custom environment to run our notebook and our data analysis, bundled these together, shared it, imported that into another account, and then edited a local copy of somebody else's Wakari project. So have fun using Wakari, and please let us know if you have any great notebooks you'd like to show off. We'd love to include them in the gallery. Thank you.